The way it's going with this world title chase, it's going to come right down to the wire there in Canary Islands.
Yeah. I think there's going to be broken bones at that event if it's big.
You know what? We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Damien King, 3-time World Bodyboard Champion, and this is my high-end performance signature model board. It's the exact board that I ride, and it's been designed for speed and control. This board is ideal for both prone and drop knee. One of my favourite and more unique features is the concave that runs through the back of the tail. Not only does it help with speed, but it helps with control and holding you onto the wave's face. Pair this up with the palm bulbs and the nose bulbs for maximum grip, also the sirloin slick which gives you better flex and protection, and the 50-50 rails will help with speed, and the channels for stability. My boards are available in 2 core options, the Kingy Limited Edition and the Kingy Paradox Cell. The Kingy Limited Edition features a Polypro core with a trilogy stringer system. This consists of a stringer going through the centre of the board and 2 stringers on the side. This helps with flex in the nose for those heavy waves, and the 2 half stringers in the back of the tail help maintain speed and acceleration. The Paradox Cell is a less dense Polypro core and comes with 3 flat stringers running through the board. These flat stringers give a little extra flex, which is ideal for colder water. I've used all my knowledge over the years to come up with what I think is the best board on the market. It'll work in all conditions, both prone and drop knee, and I think the advanced riders will get the most out of this board.
Well, welcome along, folks. Back here, of course, at the Turbo ZICATELA Pro. Terry McKenna along with co-commentator Jones Russell. How are you, Jonesy?
Good, Tezza. How you going?
Wow, really good, man. It's really starting to heat up out there. This subtropical heat takes it out on the big man.
Does, doesn't it?
It does, but I tell you what, we've still got some pretty good waves. I guess the situation at the moment, folks, is that we are assessing situationals. So I was just talking out there with Jeff Hubbard and Mark McCarthy, the riders rep, and the onshore wind's starting to kick up a little. But speaking with Edwin Morales, he's the local guy here, he said to me, when you don't have those clouds, those tower clouds, he calls them, that shoot up over the back of the hills here, he said it won't turn offshore this afternoon. So I guess the call at the moment, folks, is we're going to continue on, and you're going to just see a smorgasbord of action right throughout the afternoon here at ZICATELA. Well, we've had a couple of waves locked in so far in this heat. Jonesy, what's been going on, mate?
I've just been cruising, Tezza, just soaking up the sun here in ZICATELA, and I got knocked out of the comp a couple of days ago in the second round, so I'm just here enjoying it now. It's
such a beautiful part of the world, and you guys haven't been to Port Escondido. It really is one of the most infamous surf towns in the world. It's I'm a bit of an Indo traveller. I love going to Bali all the time and surrounding islands, but I must admit that this subtropical paradise here at ZICATELA is just incredible. So hope you guys are enjoying the webcast, folks. We're going to continue on as much as we can. And right now in the water, what do we got going on, Jonesy? So we got some scores coming through?
Yep, we've got Pierre's just got one wave of a 5.88, and we've got Stewart, Sergio, and Jared Houston with they're yet to get any waves yet, but I'm sure they'll have some scores on the board soon.
Okay, excellent. Well, you can see the scores on the screen there at the moment, folks, right along the bottom there. And, of course, right now, while there's a bit of a break in the action, we're going to throw down and talk to the previous heat winner. Dave Winchester is talking with Dan Zimbra. Take it away, Dan.
Thanks, Terry. I'm here with Dave Winchester from Australia, the winner of the last heat. Congratulations, Dave. Take us through that one wave that you got that solidified your win in this heat.
I was just waiting, and I was the last one to actually catch a wave, and I just bided my time, and then that perfect wave came through. It was pretty kind of deep at the start of the pit. I was a little bit nervous, like going, oh no, I've got to really gun it out of here. And then I was just lucky to just get to that section and get a nice clean roll off it.
Yeah, it was nice. It was super clean. So you just won round 3 and won round 4. How excited are you to make it straight to the quarters?
I'm so pumped. This the happiest I've probably been all year. Just puts a little bit more pressure on the other guys to get extra 220 points minimum now. So yeah, I've just got to keep worrying about myself, and there's no pressure for me now. It's just keep surfing and hopefully get on those good waves.
Awesome. Well, great job, man. Well, before we get out of the heat, you want to make a shout out to anybody back home?
Yeah, just my wife again. I know she's just watching the scores, but love you and my kids as well. And yeah, all the fans back in Oz and in France and everywhere else around the world, keep watching because sick comp. You.
Right on. Well, congratulations to Dave Winchester on that last win of that last heat. Back to you guys in the booth, Terry.
All right, well, thank you very much, Dan Zimbra, doing a fantastic job with the last heat winner. That is Dave Winchester, current ratings leader, of course, on this IBA World Tour for 2012. Well, first wave scores are in for Pierre-Louis Costes, 5.88. It looks like Mike Stewart in the white, Sergio Luis in the green, and Jared Houston, South Africa, is in the black. Well, these round 4 heats, Jonesy, I mean, they call this the showcase round, but the bottom line is that even though it's non-elimination, it really means a lot, mate.
Yeah, it does. You still don't want to get 3rd or 4th. Just it makes you have to surf an extra heat. So I think that's why everyone goes so big. And if they don't land it, it's a bit of a shame. But you're not out of the comp, so
yeah,
that gives you more reason to go for it a bit more. And
yeah, that's right.
Get the win.
I mean, it's by all means, it's definitely not an expression session. As we see this guy here going for it. And current world champion Pierre-Louis Costes gets a froth monster and bams off a nice big reverse off the lip. That was sweet.
Jammed it up under the foam there, kind of. That was real stylish. And
that was stylish.
I think,
nice little variation on that one. That's kind of like a... that reminded me of almost a surfboard move that like Rod Kerr, what's his name, Kerrs does. Here we go. This is the replay. A little frothy one, as we said.
Looking for it.
And bam, right
Jams
there
the tail out.
Yeah, really nice nice move there. And, came straight out and was totally in control. So it'd be interesting to see the judges' interpretation on that one.
A lot of style on that move.
Very nice. That's what judges are looking for, mate. You know, something a little out of the ordinary.
We've got wide up and riding. His bottom turning. That's Stewart. Nice line. That's it's going to be tough to come out of that one, but just didn't work for him there, Mike.
Look, I bet you Mike would have been hoping that offshore held up a little later on. One of, the hallmarks of Mike Stewart surfing is his impeccable timing in the tube.
Yeah, that's it.
Probably spent more time in the green room than any other human on this planet.
Yeah, I think he has. Yeah. Teze, he's the man, I think.
Totally. He would have studied that thing, better than any other human I know. There's green going for it at the moment. Sergio Luis, this young guy from Brazil is pretty good, eh?
Yeah, he is good. He tried to roll out of that one, and I don't think it let him out though. That's a bit tough. But we've got another wave here. This is Jared Houston in black, bottom
Houston
turning.
Once again driving up and around. That's a big, heavy section, and that's nicely done, eh?
Yep, that's a big roll. That'll score well for Jerry.
Yeah.
It's good to get a wave like that under your belt in the first half of the heat.
A very good technique off the bottom there. Really used a good bottom, strong bottom turn. A lot of force coming out of the bottom of the board.
Yep.
And really transferred that up to the top of the wave. Let's check the replay on this one, Jonesy.
Here we go. Yeah, he's just coming down. He's looking for the lip there, and you've got to go straight up. He punches through that. Lands nice. Not in the wash at all, which is good. The judges like that, and he just pulls out clean.
Claim in there as well?
Might have been just a little fist there.
Fist grab.
He didn't want to make it too obvious.
No, but there's been a lot of claiming this year, hasn't there? Do you reckon too much?
Well, I think the reason they do it here a little bit too is because the closeouts, and you want the judges to know you're in control when you land
done with it, and I'm getting off.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
landed it. No, I'm out of here.
That's a good point.
Because I actually dropped one Tezza in my heat, so
okay, no
I gotta.
Mate, I just haven't got.
I gotta practice what I preach, don't I?
Years, jealous, you guys. Well, the earlier rounds in this all-important round 4 saw first place go to Mark McCarthy. So Mark skips on through straight into the quarters. Well, that's that's such a benefit, isn't it? To just bypass a couple of rounds like that.
Yep, it is good.
So let's just check some of those other results as well. Second in that heat was Tamiga. Third place went to Uri Valadeo. Fourth place went to Dave Hubbard. That was the first one. And then in that previous heat, first place went to Dave Winchester. He skips on through a couple of rounds. Second place went to Lester. Third, Amaury Laverne. And fourth place went to Tommy Rigby.
Yep.
So not out of the contest, but just a little more work to do.
Yeah, a bit more work for Thomas and Winnie. Not Winnie. Thomas and Amaury.
Yeah, well, what's going to happen is Uri Valadeo is going to come up against Tom Rigby in the first heat of round 5, and Amaury Laverne will take on Dave Hubbard. Gee, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that'll be a good heat there.
Yeah, both those guys don't like losing, so, that's going to be pretty interesting to watch. But, speaking of interesting, we're down to 14 and a half minutes remaining at the moment.
Yep.
And
Pierre's still in the lead. And we've got Houston in second with Stewart and Sergio trying to hunt a few waves out. We'll see what they can come up with.
Yeah, well, thank you very much to, of course, our major sponsor, Turbo. It's proudly presented, of course, by Sporting Bet. You can get online and chuck a few bucks on your favourite bodyboarder at sportingbet.com.au. That is for Spain, Brazil, Australia and New Zealand. So always makes it a bit more interesting when you throw a few bucks down and have a punt on your favourite bodyboarder. Also like to acknowledge Colorado Surf. Thank you very much to Humberto Oliveira. He is the promoter here and he's been working tirelessly to make it all happen after the funding was pretty much cut after that hurricane came through. So thank you very much to Humberto. Of course, thanks to Coastal Playground. Muchas gracias, Red Bull. And a big shout out to Inverted and Reflex as well, all supporters here at ZICATELA this year.
Beautiful. Bit of a lull out the back there. We got Stewart in white and green just waiting.
Yeah, well, the boys are just hanging around at the moment. Let me have a look at this leaderboard. So, has Stewart got a wave? I thought he had one.
He's had, he hasn't really had one. He's had one that didn't work out for him, yeah.
Shutdown, that's right.
So, yeah.
Sergio Luis got that roll, incomplete roll, remember that? And it's only really Houston and Pierre-Louis Costes who have got the 2 waves under the belt. And
yep.
I guess Houston's got one all right one, and Pierre's got 2 sort of average ones. So this heat hasn't really started. A couple of guys are taking a bit of pressure off with a couple of scores to build on.
Yep, I think they're just going to wait for the good quality waves now. Tezza, just here we go, Jerry. Yeah, bit quick for Jerry there. It's just it's really hard conditions. That's it. I say they're just going to wait out the back for the good waves, I think. And if they come, they get them. And if not, I don't think they're going to worry about going the closeouts.
Yeah. Well, coming up next, we will have Jeff Hubbard. Of course, Jeff is the defending champion of the competition. He'll take on Johan Florentine, the trials winner. We're going to see Mitch Rawlins out there and Magno Passos as well. And after that, we'll, just assess conditions. But at this point, as I said earlier, folks, we might just burn straight into round 5 and take the pressure off. That means tomorrow we can finish the contest, Jonesy, with round 6, the quarters, semis and finals.
Yep, beautiful.
Yeah, and we'll, finish the final before the wind comes up.
Yeah.
Around about 11 o'clock. So that would work out pretty good.
Nah, that'll be good if it's all done tomorrow and we get a champion. Wonder who it's going to be, Tez.
Yeah, let me think now.
Who are you backing? Did you put a sporting bet on?
Yeah, no, I don't bet because, I'm the tour manager and it would be highly unethical.
True.
So
I'm going Hub.
You're going to go Hub?
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, he'd have to be an even money bet, wouldn't he? You would think so. Look, there is a lull in the action, folks. We're going to take a very short commercial break and be back with more action from the Turbo ZICATELA Pro right after this. Welcome along, folks. Hope you're enjoying the action as much as me and this man here, Jones Russell, are. Jones, of course, from Port Macquarie, Australia, and Terry McKenna, IBA World Tour Manager. Well, we're into the second last day, it looks like, of the Turbo ZICATELA Pro, proudly presented by the guys at sportsbet.com.au. And, it's conditions just starting to deteriorate a little bit. Just the onshore wind just starting to kick up here, but we've still got some, it's just the good ones are starting to get a little bit few and far between, Jonesy.
Yeah, it's closing out a little bit now, Tez, but there's definitely still good waves to be had and good surfing's going to be, keep going through the day, I think.
No, that's right,
Everyone's going to be ripping.
It's all part of being a pro bodyboarder, mate. You have to deal with whatever Mother Nature dishes up, and
that's
man,
There's the
he
boss.
normally deals with it pretty good.
There's Jeff Hub. Have we got someone in that barrel? Not sure. I think he got shut down. But yeah, Jeff Hubbard coming up next. That'll be something amazing to watch, hopefully, I think.
Yeah. It's going to be always great to see Jeff out here. For some reason, Jeff Hubbard is able to perform more manoeuvres on these waves than any other person. It just seems like his waves always hold up. He's got impeccable wave selection. He always gets into the waves early with a lot of speed. He gets the first move out of the way nice and early, and it gives him a bit more room to play than the average person. Here, he just seems to know this wave so well. Yeah,
he's so quick with his moves, and he's just so on the ball this year, I think. Watching him free surf every morning in Arvo, he loves it, and that's why I think he's going to win. He's just got it wide out here, and he busts really big when the waves are huge.
Yeah, yeah. So
I don't think that'll be the case this year, but I think he's just so onto it. We've got Jared Houston pulling in here. He's looking for the pit.
Oh, that
nice
is a
barrel.
much better wave.
Nice. Comes out with speed. I think he's going to jam. He couldn't do anything off that last bit, but that was a really good barrel.
Yeah,
so,
really nice barrel, and we haven't seen a good tube ride for a while, particularly on the lefts, because the wind at the moment, I mean, for people back in Australia, is almost like a light north-northeaster. It's kind of coming along, so the rights are opening right up, but that's the first time I've seen a really nice open barrel on the left for a while.
Yeah, that was a good wave from Jerry. Here we have a replay. He just drops in pretty late. Bottom turns up in that barrel, and he's sitting pretty. It opens up for him. Comes out with speed. The last bit of the wave, couldn't really work with it much, but that was a good barrel, so that's going to get him a good score, I think.
Yeah, that's right. He would have liked to have put the exclamation mark at the end of that one, but nonetheless, very good score. Should be dropping shortly for Jared Houston from South Africa. Coming up next, Jeff Hubbard, Johan Florentine, Mitch Rawlins, and Magno Passos will be out there as well. And then we're going to probably roll straight into round number 5. Uri Valadao, Thomas Rigby in the first one. Amaury Laverne, Dave Hubbard in the second one.
Yep. We've got Jared Houston's gone into first place now. He's got a 6.38 and a 6.63. Pierre's gone into second with Stewart and Sergio still hunting out some good scores to be in the race. So, yeah, Jared and Pierre, they're surfing good at the moment with first and second. There's a couple of sets out the back here. I don't know if anyone's going to get them. No, I think they're all just duck diving them. I think big straight closeout, I think that one was.
Yeah, well, you know, some of the faces are pretty clean. You saw that nice wave there from Jared Houston, 6.63. So probably you'd be thinking he could have pushed that into a 7.5 or a 7.8 with a little move off the end bowl.
Yeah,
It didn't come. Right now, though, this is green. Just electing to get out of that one.
Opting not to go that one, I think.
Yeah, that was a good move from Sergio Luis. He's on struggle street at the moment, Sergio. He's got a 1.58. Okay. Mike Stewart, he's not far behind him. Mike's got a 1.75 and a 1.33. So, you know, when you see, you know, riders of that caliber with that sort of experience, you know, struggling with those sort of scores, it gives you an indication as to the, you know, the quality of the surf out there at the moment. It's real hit and miss.
Yeah, that's it. We've got about just under 7 minutes. There's a bit of time for Mike and Sergio to get some waves. So hopefully that Huey dishes them out a few pits or something like that to make the heat a bit better.
Yeah, don't forget, during the lulls, folks, why don't you surf your way over to the IBA shop where you can find a whole bunch of pretty cool little, you know, packs from the contest. We've got the 60, the 80, and the $100 pack. In fact, the $100 pack gives you like $300 worth of value. So, you know, get the credit card out, swipe it, and then 2 minutes later, bit of a knock at the door, boom, someone delivers the gear. It's that easy.
Fresh.
Lovely.
That new shirt smell.
Also, I'd like to acknowledge our media partners, the guys from YouTube. Of course, real supportive of the IBA, our you know, major media partners, those guys. IINet jumped on board for this competition here, and they've also you know, had their finger in the pie in several other contests this year. And big shout out to the guys at Like Bodyboard from Brazil. Very cool brand, super cool stuff, and part of the proceeds from their stuff, of course, going to this little contest here in Mexico. Well, time remaining at the moment, Jonesy, 5.5 minutes. You know, a bit of pressure starting to mount. That's Sergio Luis on screen at the moment. And coming up in the next one.
There's Rocky. There's Mitch Rawlins going out for his heat.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure.
Going to be a crack at that one. Magno Rawlins in the green. Magno will be in black. Johan Florentine in white. And Jeff Hubbard in the red. That's probably one of the best heats of the round, you reckon?
Yeah, this will be a good heat, I think. A lot of... I think Mitch will do a few amazing moves, hopefully, off these deteriorating conditions. If that's a word. There he is, just cruising, saving his energy in the heat, I think.
Well, he's got a big head of hair on him, Mitch Rawlins. I haven't seen a buff on him like that for a while. It looks like a gollywog.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay shaded from the Mexican sun.
Yeah, it's got so much hair on there. I said, watch out you don't hurt your neck with that thing. You know, when it gets wet, it's so heavy.
Bit top heavy.
So about 4.5 minutes remaining, and Stewart and Lewis with a lot of work to do. Right now, Pierre in second, and Houston holding down first position with a couple of good scores, a 6.38 and a, what's that other one there, Jones?
That's 6.63.
Yeah, we've got a lot of glare on the screens here in Mexico. The sun just, blaring down. It's probably about, what do you reckon, 35 degrees outside, 38 or something?
Give or take.
Yeah,
Give or
no,
take.
it's pretty hot. It's about as hot as it gets in Australia on the hottest day in summer.
Yeah.
That's just an average day here in Mexico. During the hours of, say, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, most people don't even go outside.
I'm usually soaking up the aircon.
Yeah, totally.
In the ZICATELA bungalows.
No, that's what you do. You go back, you watch your little movie, have a siesta.
That's
but,
it.
and if you do leave the house, you have to run because it's like being on Mars.
It is,
so
isn't it?
hot.
I try and steer clear from the heat in the middle of the day.
Yeah, no, way to go.
I hit relax mode.
Well,
here we go.
That was a quick little barrel from Mike Stewart there. Nice little bowl roll right in the pocket, and Stewart consolidating.
Here he goes. What's he need? He needs an 8-3, but he hasn't got a score yet.
But you know what he has got? 3.5 minutes remaining. And look at Stewsy with that infamous big double stroke with the arms. Almost a surfboard paddle, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? He's a strong old man. He's still ripping. Mate,
he's as fit as ever, isn't he, Mike Stewart? I saw him out there with his shirt off about an hour ago, and he's just as ripped as ever.
I know, he's doing better than me, and I'm 20.
Yeah, probably. No, you're going all right, Jonesy, but he's, for 50, or pushing 50 is amazing.
I think we've had something big go down at the front, so hopefully, touch wood, we get a replay on that in the next few seconds.
Whoa,
Jared Houston.
Have a look at that. Looked like it was going to open up big time. But Jared Houston just busting through the back of that one instead. Mike Stewart, did his wave come through? It did. It was a 6.43. Jonesy, what's he need now, mate?
Stewart only needs a 3.65.
Oh, well, there you go.
With a little bit of time, 2.5 minutes. And that's enough for Stewart. He can do anything, that fella. He'll get a wave right here and get us 8.
Yep. Well, he's out there, and he doesn't need priority to get that kind of score, does he, mate?
No, he doesn't. Who's that riding? Pierre. Driving down, looking for the section. Oh, big flip. Just clean, full body, no spray. The judges love that. That's why Pierre's one of the best.
Putting on a clinic, as he does.
Yeah.
He's just been in such good form. I mean, he came off a win at Sintra and elected not to go. Oh, well, he did go to Rio, rather. He bombed out first round there, in fact.
Yep.
Didn't go to Venezuela and saved his energy and turned up with his lovely girlfriend route here for this contest in Mexico. So he's on track. That's the current situation at the moment, folks. Jared Houston in the lead, 6.63, 6.38. Pierre-Louis Costes, I'd say his next wave is coming through, mate. That couldn't be a 5.88. Mike Stewart is in third. Remember, he was needing a 3.65.
Yep.
I got a feeling that might grow.
Yeah.
After that last wave.
I think it will.
So Pierre.
Yeah, that's going to grow now for sure.
Yeah, Pierre just drove the nail in on that one, I think.
Yep.
You got to be thinking that was, a 6.5 at least for that flip.
To be. Here we go. Stewart's looking for a wave here. He's hunting.
Well, what are we down to time-wise, mate? 1 minute remaining.
1 minute.
Un minuto. Mas.
Uno minuto. We got. Here's Jerry here. He's got the head down.
Oh, Jerry.
Fording, but just not coming off the back there.
Yeah, well, he spun off into the back seat.
Yeah.
Ended up couldn't continue on that one. So we've got about 45 seconds remaining. Pressure mounting on Mike Stewart.
And if he does get one, it's gonna upset Pierre or Jared, I think. It's a bad way to go out when you get beat. Here we go, it's Pierre on a replay. I think this is...
Ooh, whoa. Was that an earlier
big flip.
wave?
Yeah, I think that was the one we didn't see before.
Right, okay. That was one that happened during
It's in the
replay.
SARDs though. He didn't make that, so...
That's right. Incomplete. Looks like Stewart. We're going to go back to live vision. Mike Stewart, that's him on the inside. He must have got a wave. So... All right, well, look like it's just a closeout apparently for Mike Stewart. So